I prayed diligently that my kids would be pure in heart, body, mind, and spirit, and that the enemy would be bound in their lives. You can imagine my surprise one day when Anne was about 6 years old, and I started detecting suspicious activity between her and a neighborhood boy. The two of them would run to the side of the house, stay a few minutes, and come back, giggling. I think it was a nudge of the Holy Spirit that told me that something was up. I called Anne into the house and asked her what they were doing. She didn't say anything, and I observed a little fear in her eyes. So I knew I needed to get to the bottom of this. We sat down on the living room floor, and I looked her in the eyes and said, "Anne, I will grant you immunity if you tell me the truth of what you and Alex are doing." Where that offer came from, I don't know. I'd never used it before or since then. She said they were going behind the house, and he wanted her to raise her shirt. I was floored and shocked, but tried to keep my composure. Inwardly, I cried out, "Lord, help!" I don't remember my exact words, but I began explaining to Anne the importance of purity and doing things that please God. I told her that when God was looking for someone to be the mother of his son, he looked down and found Mary, a young lady who was pure and had a heart to please God. I reasoned with her. Don't you want to be like Mary, so that God can choose you for something special? Another surprise. My daughter looked at me quite seriously and said, "Mary didn't have the temptations that I face." Oh my. So, at the tender age of 6, I walked Anne through a little Bible study on how to fight temptation. Once this encounter was over and I was alone with my thoughts and prayers, I cried out to God. I've been praying for purity all these years, and my prayers didn't work. I feel so discouraged. I heard a still, small voice say, "I expose this because of your prayers. We are nipping it in the bud." Moms, something I've learned over and over again as I look back on my life as mom is that each incident seemed like a world changer or a failure. But in light of all eternity, or even the 18 or 21 years that you have your kids at home, which may at times seem like eternity, and these little hiccups are simply opportunities to stay on task and continue to love, guide, and nudge them toward kingdom living. As mothers, we are skilled at overreacting, but no single incident is the end of the world. And just as God has provided a way of escape for temptations, he has also provided a way of redemption and restoration for every circumstance known to man. See 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13, Psalm chapter 51, verse 12, Psalm chapter 80, Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 19, and 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6.